Thank you so much for tuning in this week. I'm super excited to share this look with y'all. I actually decided to do a look with the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. It's a cut crease glam look, fairly easy to do, so I hope that you guys enjoy the video. I thank y'all so much for tuning in again this week. Like this video, I want you to share it and subscribe to my channel so that you guys know what's going on next week, okay? If y'all want to see how I achieve this look, continue to watch. Alright you guys, let's get into this look. The first thing I'm doing is I'm going to prime my eyelids with the NYX eyeshadow base in the shade ESB03, and then I'm gonna blend that out, and this just kind of helps the eyeshadows to stick a little bit better. Alright, so now I'm going to go into my transition shade, which is the burnt orange from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to put that all over my eye, and this is going to be my transition shade. Now I'm going to go into the shade Red Ochre from the same palette, and I'm going to put that into my crease. And as you can see, it's a darker color, so I'm packing that color on instead of just blending it out right away, because I want to make sure that color is intense. Alright you guys, now I'm going into the Cyprus Umber from the same palette, and I'm going to put that into my crease to deepen that red ochre that I just put down, and I'm packing that on as well. And then I'm going to kind of blend the Cyprus Umber in with the red ochre to make it transition smoothly. And my red ochre was not intense enough for me, so I did go back into the red ochre and put a little bit more down, and then I blended it out again. Sometimes you're not gonna like it when you first do it, so it's okay to go back into some of the colors again and pack a little bit more on if you need the color corrected. And now I'm just going to blend those colors out. Alright you guys, now I'm going to cut my crease. And I put the first eye on fast forward just because it took me a while to do the first eye, but then the second one I'll kind of slow it down a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm doing. And I'm using the same NYX eyeshadow base that I use to actually prime my lids. And I'm using a flat brush. Alright you guys, and I'm just cutting my crease on my second eye. It's a little bit easier for me to do the second eye. I'm a little bit neater with it always, so I don't know what's up with that, but yeah. It's still a long, tedious process for me. So I'm still learning, y'all. I'm trying to perfect it. If anybody has any tips, leave comments to let me know what you do instead. Alright, so now I'm going to put some of the red ochre on the outside of my lid. I'm not going all the way out to the outer corner because I still want that to stay darkened by the Cyprus umber, but I'm just going to make a transition on my lid from the lighter color to the medium shade and then to the dark. Now I'm going into the shade Vermeer in the same Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner and the front part of my lid. And I'm just packing that color on. It's really, really pretty. It's like a pink color, but it's got a lot of shimmer to it. I'm just gonna put that halfway down. Now I'm taking some of that burnt orange and I'm just going to go in between the Vermeer and the red ochre and transition those two colors together, since one is really, really light and one is dark, just to give it some balance in the middle of my eyelid. And I'm just packing that color on. to line my eyes, of course, with the same eyeliner that I always use. It's the Ruby Kisses Liquid Genius High IQ Liquid Liner. I love this eyeliner. It is a little bit shiny, but I love it. It's easy to put on, and it lasts a long time. Like, it's really hard for me to get off my face when I actually do my makeup, so you don't have to worry about it rubbing off. Did my lashes off camera, which they're the Kiss Wispy lashes. I love a Wispy lash. It doesn't really matter what brand. For a less dramatic look, you can use one pair, but sometimes I stack the two. Like the look that I did last week, they were stacked. There was 2 pair on top of each other, so it's up to you. But I think a Wispy always looks really like romantic. Just gives you like a cat eye effect. Now I'm using my foundation, which is the Milani Conceal Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer in the shade Chestnut, and I applied it with a brush first, and then I'm just kind of blending it out with a damp beauty blender sponge. Now I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer. It's the HD concealer in the shade Fawn, and putting that in the places that I want to highlight. Under my eyes, around my nose, my forehead, and my chin. And now I'm just going to blend that all out with a damp beauty sponge as well. The key is to blend. I love foundations, y'all. Foundations are so pretty. Doing the foundation is key to me. It has to look smooth and natural. I usually don't even have to do a whole lot of color correcting when I do my foundations, just because I use full coverage foundations and a really good thick concealer. It usually does the trick. So I did something new this time as far as my setting powders go. I mixed the Sacha Buttercup setting powder and the Airspun powder in the rosy shade, and it worked perfectly. I was starting to get a lot of flashback when it came to the Buttercup by itself, and the Airspun is actually a little too light for me, so I mixed the two together and it made the perfect combination. I like the way my makeup finished off with this combination, so I'll probably be doing that from now on. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a light contour on my face. I always say light contour, When I do a heavy contour, I use a cream first and then I do a contour powder. But a light contour, I just use the powder. And of course, I'm using my Ben Nye, the Mojave Luxury Powder in the shade Nutmeg to do that. Just up the sides of my nose, the hollows of my cheeks, my forehead. I like to get under my chin area as well. And I love this powder, y'all, I swear by it. Now I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques buffing brush and just buff all of that powder out and make it look nice and smooth. And I'm going to line my bottom lash line with the black eyeliner pencil from MAC Cosmetics in the shade Smolder. I'm going to go back into my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette and I'm going to put some shadow on my waterline, the red ochre, and I'm just going to put that all along the bottom of my lower lash line to kind of smoke it out a little bit. Y'all, I told y'all last week that I lost my mascara. I was freaking out, but I did go and re-up on my favorite mascara, which is the Colossal Big Shot Volume Express by Maybelline, and it's a collaboration with Makeup Shayla. I love her. But yeah, I found my mascara, or I went and got some more anyway, so I'm a happy camper. I'm just putting that on my lower lashes. Now you'll see I'm putting some blush on. It is actually the MAC Cosmetics mineralize blush in Warm Soul. And then I'm using my fan brush to highlight my face with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit and the shade Warm Sand. Okay, you guys, so now I'm going to do my lips and then I'll be done. I'm going to line my lips with the Kiss New York lip liner in the shade Coffee Brown. And I always line my lips and then I put some of the lip liner on the inner corners of my lips too to keep the line from being so harsh. Then I'm going to go in with my Milani Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Naturally Chic. And then I'm going to top that off with some gloss from Buxom in the shade Kayla. And I swear by this lip gloss, y'all. It feels so good when you put it on. It has a cool feeling to it and it looks pretty. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of the look. So I'm going to go and style my hair. Alright, y'all. This is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Like my video. I hope that you guys will subscribe to my channel so that you guys can be abreast as far as what is coming next. And I want you guys to comment as well. I love your feedback and comments and questions. So if you guys have the time, I guess just leave some feedback for me, okay, to read. I enjoy reading, y'all. So I hope y'all have a good rest of your week, and thank you so much for tuning in.